Hello there, this is 2Legs Better, and welcome to my channel 2Legs Better's Badminton Academy. And this episode we'll talk about badminton, and I'm going to analyze the singles game in 2025 Tsingtao Badminton Asian Mixed Team Championship. It's basically a Swimmers Cup. I think it's young players or something. I don't know. This is I know. I'm a technical guy, so I pay attention to the technical details. I don't really pay particular stories about a particular player that much. I do, but not that much. And these are young players. The reason I kind of hesitate on that is because you see what I mean. So, so these are the two players, and one is LEE Chia Hao. Is from Taiwan, and he's 25 years old, so not that young anymore, but and he's tall, so he's 177 centimeters tall. It's not particularly tall, but it's kind of tall. So and then there's HU Zhe An. HU Zhe An is from China, and he's a little bit same height basically, but he's only 18. And he's born in 2006. Okay, and this is the game is still ongoing. Not this game, but the championship is still ongoing, I think. But I didn't pay attention, so I don't know what's happening at the moment. I don't know the result of this game. This is the first time I see this game, so I just want to provide some technical analysis on the game, and you know. And normally it takes a lot of time, so like for half an hour I only analyze 3 or 4 rallies. So let's see how much I can go through in this game. I'm sure I won't be able to go through them all, but I will try my best to provide more. Let's see. Okay, so I think it's HU Zhe An is serving, and LEE Chia Hao is receiving. From Lee. All right, what can I say? It's impressive. Impressive rally. It's not. This is not the first rally of the game. You can see the score is 13-14. HU Zhe An was trailing and just got the shuttle back, and LEE Chia Hao was pretty aggressive. Let's see from the very beginning. Let's see the return. It's a normal low serve, and it's a little bit high. So the return is to push it back, and HU Zhe An was ready. Okay, see how high the serve is. It's not very close to the tape. So, and look at the feet. Look at the feet of LEE Chia Hao. You know, this is a standard singles receiving stance. You know, your left foot straight forward and your right foot is behind you, because you try to get ready to move forward and backwards basically. And this is a high one, so he's trying to move forward, and his left arm is trying to to open up, and hey, how's that different? Oh, okay. Now we need a little bit of okay, technical difficulty. Now that's working, I hope. Okay, let's see. Yeah, now it's working. Let's start from the beginning. So you can see the serve.
Lift.
You see the serve, you see how high the serve is, and then LEE Chia Hao tried to to jump forward and see the foot. Okay, now your right foot is in front of you and your left foot is behind. Your whole body turned and your arm is going there, and your racket is up, and that's how you can push it. Okay, and by the way, pushing it is when you raise your racket like that, you use your fingers to push it. Okay, it's very subtle. You can't really see from here. See that? You see the little push, to the right side, and it's also downward. But HU Zhe An is ready, and and look at HU Zhe An's footwork. Left foot, right foot. So, and by going forward, your momentum of your body helps you to make that shot. And wow, that backhand was impressive. And the backhand was fast and impressive. It doesn't have to be a lot of power. And then the quick turn. Wow, this is so fast. I kind of don't know how to explain. It's hard. Let's see.
Oh, lift.
See the push. See the push. So going up is a little hesitation, and then just suddenly push, and then the return is there. And you see that? That's the backhand. I said don't do backhand, but even in this case, I wouldn't recommend the backhand. He can still do overhead. If he does overhead, think about it. If it's overhead, then his left foot will move left, and then just do overhead, kind of smash or drive, and he can just move right foot back to the center. It's much easier. But now his whole body turned, and his right foot is in front to the outside, and his back facing the players, and and using the backhand is not as powerful, and it's not as many choices, and the quality is just okay. This is really fast, the backhand, but I have to say it's not Taufik. It's not Taufik Hidayat. It's a respectable backhand, and HU Zhe An was ready. HU Zhe An was ready, but because it was fast, so he couldn't really control it too well. I would say the HU Zhe An's return, the best bet would be push it further to the back of the court. But if you drive it too hard, it's very easy to go outside, go out of the court, and so maybe that's one of the reasons he didn't do that, or because it was just so fast. And I just criticized I just said, LEE Chia Hao, because he turned, he couldn't go back. Well, but it wouldn't be that easy to go back, but he did go back. This shows you how powerful these players are and how good these players are. But he's anyway, and yeah, I want to
lift.
See that? You see that? You see that? So he got back, and now he actually had enough time to make a hold and kind of a flick, because he saw that HU Zhe An was ready. HU Zhe An was ready to move forward, and so he didn't put it back in the forward. He just pushed it all the way to the backhand. It was good. And HU Zhe An used the backhand. Like I said, these are great players. They are so confident in their backhands. They can do these things. But I personally think it puts your body in more in a more strenuous situation. It costs a lot more effort, and it's not worth it down the road. You can do it. You can even win a rally or two, but in the whole match point, it's not really worth it. But anyway, that's just my point, and he did it really well. And of course, HU Zhe An made LEE Chia Hao made a cross court, and HU Zhe An went over and put it back in front of the net. And this technique, this is when you do the net play, when you return the net, there are several basic techniques. One is your racket goes forward but goes downward a little bit to cut the bottom of the shuttle to create a tumbling shot to go over the net, of course. There's also the straightforward, you just kind of almost block it back. And then there's this thing, you almost like reaching the head, but only all at the last moment. I guess there are 3 ways, right? 3 ways to do the net shot. The first one, of course, is more tumbling. By cutting it, there's more tumbling. The last one also creates a lot more tumbling, and also it tends to be really, really close to the net. It's very, it's very close to the net. There's an advantage and disadvantage. The advantage is that your opponent had to take the shuttle very close to the net. If they are kind of further away, they have to lift. When they have to lift, it got to be really, really high and give you a lot of time. So if you create a shot like that, you should do what HU Zhe An does here. Just immediately cover the net, because that's the most dangerous part, because their return would be really, really close to the net. So let's see. So he got a lift, a great lift all the way to the backhand corner, and HU Zhe An dropped all the way back, and this is the overhead and retrieve, and he actually had enough time to look at the floor to make sure the shuttle is in the court of play before he hit it. So, and he got a half smash, because this is the thing, when you go backwards, it's difficult to produce a high quality shot. So sometimes the players are smart enough to produce safer, less risky shots, and that was a safer shot. And when you play a safer shot, it tends to be slower, so it makes it easier for your opponent to return. That's why Li Chia Hao can return a pretty good quality cross shot, and HU Zhe An was ready and came back and dropped another one, and this is beautiful. This is beautiful. So Li Chia Hao just raised the shuttle to this backcourt, and HU Zhe An was fast enough to go there and jump really, really high. Now he has a lot of choices. He can smash, but he didn't, because he saw that HU Zhe An was not completely ready in his feet to defend, so he dropped it back to where it came from. You see, so Li Chia Hao had to scramble a little bit. When he dropped, he immediately goes forward and do that. And now you see where HU Zhe An is. HU Zhe An is almost near the back line, at the back of the court, and yet Li Chia Hao couldn't do much, because if Li Chia Hao is in a better position, he can drop it here. That would be much more damaging, But Li Chia Hao did a great job to lift it all the way across, and that's another one. But remember, HU Zhe An was already there. He was already near the backcourt, so it's a lateral move. It's a movement. It's difficult, but it's and then he smashed it. Now this is the point. This point is this: when he smashed it, you can see that Li Chia Hao actually moved almost all the way back here, and so that make the cross of a pretty decent choice. That's what HU Zhe An did. And then Li Chia Hao returned it. It's not a very good return, but it was it was a safe return, and HU Zhe An got it and lifted it across. Now this is the part. Look at the feet. Look at the feet, the toe, and the drag of the back foot here, and then the point of the hit. when you hit the shuttle this late, that means you are, that means you're too late. Not too late, but you're late. So that limits your motions. You can still make it. You can still hit it when you have the forehand grip, but it's limited. You can see how HU Zhe An is pretty closer to the net because it's very difficult for LEE Chia Hao to generate a high power shot at the moment. Although he did, it was a great shot. This one, I want to quickly comment on the net court. HU Zhe An was putting on pressure and try to like half smash and drive directly to the body of LEE Chia Hao, but it hit the net, and LEE Chia Hao was ready. You always need to get ready. It's basically your first react is when HU Zhe An hit the shuttle. You react to that, but you are not constant. You're doing your preparations. You're moving a racket, but then it hit the net. Now you need to change your technique. So that's how quick their mind works, these badminton players.
Nice recovery
and
from Lee.
Another backhand. It's a great backhand, but it's not threatening at all. It's kind of almost funny after all these exchange, and it's a half court, half smash that won the rally. It's just that I'm impressed. I'm really impressed with both players, and I think HU Zhe An, at the beginning, LEE Chia Hao pressed a lot of pressure, but then HU Zhe An took it away and put on a lot of pressure of himself. But LEE Chia Hao reacted really, really well until the end. But it's a great rally and it's a great point. Wow, I'm intrigued.
LEE Chia Hao on this near side for Chinese Taipei to serve. HU Zhe An to receive.
Okay, that's just oh, I see. Last one was a highlight.
Zhejiang. Says that Lin Dan.
Good defense.
This is role model. Against.
Another backhand.
One of the group of many talented young get into the swing of things yet.
Hold to 20 seconds. Hold to 20 seconds. Player back on court.
Has a lot of back in January 2017. As a younger player himself, won 3 games to win the title there.
Okay, all right. Because of the time, I think I'm going to stop here. I enjoyed watching those rallies, though. I want to say some things here. Although at the point you can see that HU Zhe An is trailing 3-7, But you can also see that later he came back to at least the draw level at 14-14. So I don't know what happened to this game. I probably will watch it later by myself probably. But I want to say I'm very impressed with HU Zhe An. He plays really mature, very technically sound, great footwork, and great power, great quickness. He's only 18. I think he's the future. He's really a rising star, a very good player. And LEE Chia Hao, I really don't know much about him. He's 25, so he probably has been playing for many years, but I never really paid too much attention, so I didn't really know him that well. In this one, I think he's also a very good player. He's very quick, very powerful as well. So yeah, I think this should be a good game. But that will be it for today's Badminton Academy, and